That does not exist anymore. Now it's called child abandonment.
Back when MTV actually played music videos, and they would have like those weird animated bumpers. And then they actually had like Liquid Television for a while, which was like some of the weirdest like animation ever. And that's kind of what got me off the deep end of like, oh, I didn't know animation could be this. You know, it was like a lot of the times when you're growing up, you know, the horrors of war don't really click with you, and you don't really kind of have an inkling, you know, of what's going on. But that really brought it home. You know, it was just like, it's for me, it's kind of like these people are hoarding. You know, they're hoarding, and they're just used to it. They feel entitled to the ability to hoard. But when you're like, hey, can you stop hoarding? They make it sound like we've assaulted their very existence and identity of how they perceive themselves. And it's like, that is. But, you know, whenever people get desperate, you know, whenever people are put, you know, backed into a corner where they have nothing, or they have to fight for what little to do, and I'm talking about fight for what little they do have, that's when some really bad, you know, stripes of humanity start to pop out, and it gets really ugly. You know, it's incredibly ugly, and it's people that you thought, oh, well, they're on my side, or oh, I thought that I could trust these people. But whenever you're both, you know, pit against each other for limited resources, you know, it turns into conflict, and that really freaking sucks. But the way those elements of Japanese and Mexican pro wrestling, you know, were kind of introduced to American audiences was ECW in the early 90s. So,
which name did you know the anime from? Is it Kiko Ninja Boy? Or did you know it under Sasuke?
I was getting ready to bring that up because I saw the 1960 stuff in the thing. But no, it was my dad got me a VHS tape. My dad was a construction worker when I was growing up, and so when I lived on the res, we didn't have cable.
Kiko, Boy Ninja.
This is a low down dirty trick.
See, tell me you don't see Naruto influence.
100%. 100%. Like, I just a little bit behind the scenes.